Hey everybody, Hashinshin here, and a lot of you guys have been wondering, despite repeated nerfs to GOREDRINKER, how has it still been performing so good on so many different champions? Well, we can see here's Aatrox at Plat Plus, and even then, he's got a high pick rate on GOREDRINKER, and it is still one of his best first items, if not his straight up best first item when you account for the pick rate and win rate. So, how is that? GOREDRINKER's been nerfed so many times, and every time you use GOREDRINKER, you look in game and it's doing terrible. Well, how is that? Well, when we go to GOREDRINKER, we can see it actually has a really bad visual bug, not a gameplay bug. In-game, it actually does everything perfectly, but there is a visual bug with the item right now. So in order to show that off, I'm going to build everything I can right here. We're going to build the GOREDRINKER, and we're going to go get hit a few times. I'm going to spawn 4 target dummies right here, and we can see here, I'm going to go right here, and when I use this GOREDRINKER, we're going to look at the number. It healed 727. Right? Everybody get that. So it's not a lot, that's not low, but 700 late game, okay, we didn't have our ult on, we didn't have revitalize, we didn't have any of that stuff, so okay, you know, it should still be decent, right? But when we look at the item, how much as it says is healed? 153. Okay, the problem right now with GOREDRINKER is that it is only counting the healing from the first target that you hit. That's right, only the first target. In addition to that, it seems to have an infrequent bug right now. You could actually have noticed that right there. It seems to have an infrequent bug where very often it will not count the flat healing into it. You notice it healed 700, but the problem is that 700 doesn't divide by 4 into 153. It didn't count the flat healing amount. So the problem with GOREDRINKER, the reason that a lot of you guys will look at this item, particularly after the game, you'll think, man, GOREDRINKER is doing so bad. Why is it doing so bad? It's literally not actually counting all the healing you're getting out of it. In addition to that, and this is just something that I'm going to show you Aatrox players, this is particularly for Aatrox, so everyone else look away right now. Nobody else can watch this. Only Aatrox players can watch this. When I'm using Aatrox, you can see when I rank up my E, and I use this, I specifically did not rank up my E until now. Now when I use GOREDRINKER, it heals you 956. Why is that? Because Aatrox heals off the damage dealt from GOREDRINKER. Do you guys get that? Now, I'll take it even farther here. If I get my health low, and we pop ultimate, and we use GOREDRINKER, you can seal 1,623. Everybody get that? I'll do that one more time just to show you this, okay? It heals off the damage of GOREDRINKER, and the damage of GOREDRINKER is particularly when you're ult, heals her 45%. 45% Omnivamp, then magnified by his ult, which still gives him up to a 55% healing increase. That healing increase would magnify his spell pit. Right here, you've seen 457. Now, if I press this one key, I heal for 1,600, and here it says 625. So, in this client, it's only registering that, oh, it healed for 200. Oh, who gives a shit, right? But when you actually look at the amount that it heals, particularly on on Aatrox with all its modifiers, it's healing for a lot more than that. Now, there are healing debuffs in the game, yes, and champions would have armor, and that armor would reduce the amount of damage I deal, which would mean that it would heal less from the damage dealt. I agree with all these facts. It's not ever going to heal 1,600, ever. That's never going to happen. Not even with Revitalize or Spirit Sage. If you're healing debuffed, you know, it just won't happen. But this answers the question right here. This finally answers the question, why is GOREDRINKER doing good on a lot of different champions, despite the fact that every time you look in game, you see that it's not done anything? Does everybody get this? Does everybody understand this? Okay, that's the GOREDRINKER bug. I explained this as quickly as I could, and I think I also explained why it's better on Aatrox than a lot of people realize. So that's this entire video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.